Well, I mean, if you're looking at some of the most successful companies in the world and you really look at their HR departments that are super talented at headhunting and recruiting folks, onboarding folks, and really setting that talent up to succeed and make a lot of money and support their organizations, you'll hear about personality psychology, psychometric assessments. You'll hear about the conscientiousness, the extroversion. You'll hear about the openness scores. But one of the temperaments that you often don't hear about that much is agreeableness, and how scoring very high in agreeableness can really hold someone back from rising to the top of the ranks in any company or being an entrepreneur. Now, the real problem with scoring high in agreeableness is when you score high in agreeableness, yes, you're nice, you're nurturing, you're very compliant, you're very caring, but here's the problem. You prioritize other people's emotions over winning, and you can't stand conflict. Everything great comes from conflict. It always has, and it always will. So people who score very high in agreeableness, they're more likely to get manipulated, deceived, and even exploited, which is why a lot of companies like highly agreeable people in some roles, gives them less pay, more control, etc. But highly agreeable people suck at negotiating on their own behalf. So they don't earn high salaries as disagreeable people, and they find it very hard to rise to the top of a corporate hierarchy. They just do. However, they're very good at valuing rules and laws and compliance and regulation and all that, and they don't find themselves in trouble a lot, but they also don't make as much money. Now, if you flip the script, and let's say you have someone who scores very low in agreeableness, these folks are dominant, they're very competitive, they're very extreme, they're very good at negotiating on their own behalf. They're less likely to be manipulated, deceived, or exploited because they understand their worth. They're also very good at tolerating risk, and they will engage in conflict if it is needed. They also have way higher salaries than agreeable people, like I mentioned before. But here's the flip side. Yes, they make more money, but they're also more likely to be incarcerated because they don't really value compliance, rules, regulations. They'll push things until they find the breaking point, until it pushes back, and then they'll push some more. So as long as you can find a super disagreeable person who's also low in neuroticism, this could give your business a huge edge when it comes to a leadership position, a co-founder, or a C-suite executive. And I think if you're getting into entrepreneurship right now, it literally pays to score low in agreeableness. So if you're very high in agreeableness, you're going to have a hell of a time building a successful company. A very hard time.